Well, hello. Thank you for visiting. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about conversion of the world's fleet of cars, trains, and everything, buses, to be powered by solar energy. Now, it's not what you think it is. Just to give an introduction, the idea is real simple. I'm diverting energy from one source to another. So you have a solar hot water heating system on your roof. Now, what happens is now you burn natural gas in your car, not in your hot water heating or furnace. But in rural areas, you have a wind turbine. Makes heat for the house, makes hot air and hot water. Now you burn propane in your car, not in your hot water heater or furnace. So that gives you a general idea about doing here. Now, one of the things with concentrated sunlight is that it's hot. You can create the surface temperature of the sun. See what I did to this board? Yeah, that was focus of the sun. Stick a piece of metal in a solar furnace. Well, it's going to turn liquid. In fact, at Sandia Labs in Albuquerque, they test nuclear warheads with a solar tower type furnace. I mean, sunlight's very powerful. This you can make alternative fuels for cars. Now, there are 4 solutions to global warming: carbon dioxide reduction, carbon dioxide elimination, carbon dioxide removal, carbon dioxide circular. For example, we can grow algae in deserts using underground salt water, and that way we can take the algae to make biodiesel fuel. It's called circular carbon, and that way we can run cars off solar energy indirectly with biodiesel fuel. And electric cars are great, but here's the problem: we can't make enough electric cars fast enough. So it's going to take 5 decades to convert all the world's fleet of cars to be electric. So the idea is that we convert existing cars to alternative fuels like alcohol made from solar energy, propane made from solar energy, biodiesel fuel made from solar energy, hydrogen made from solar energy, and we can even use wind energy to make fuels. In other words, what we do here is we convert existing cars to other fuels besides gas. I mean, you can actually convert an oil refinery, integrate solar collectors with an existing oil refinery. But right now, presently cars run on gasoline. And what I'm doing here is taking alcohol and making alcohol from solar energy, like concentrated sunlight, distilled water, natural gas, and carbon dioxide. We could retrofit homes with solar hot water heating systems, and they're very efficient. And that way we can, instead of burning natural gas in our home furnaces, now we are burning it in our cars. Existing cars can be converted to natural gas using compressed natural gas technology. There are a lot of trucks out there running off natural gas now. Just to emphasize the potential. A little history. There was an Arab oil embargo. Guess what? The Arabs canceled it because of Jimmy Carter. We ran a computer simulation, and we were going to install solar hot water heating system on everybody's rooftop and then convert everybody's car to run on natural gas. The Arabs found out about it and decided to shut down the Arab oil embargo. That's the reason why they canceled it. It was not because of military threats. The Arabs were scared that we were going to actually convert and bring the country off foreign oil quickly. We only had 1 year to pull the country off foreign oil, and we came up with a plan. It was done with the National Energy Computer Modeling Project. I was working for NASA at the time on it. And by the way, Jimmy Carter was the only president that had stopped 2 nuclear meltdowns. We can convert cars to run on compressed natural gas. Now, this formula for making alcohol fuels: solar energy, natural gas, carbon dioxide, distilled water makes alcohol. Again, the formula for making propane: solar energy, natural gas, carbon dioxide, distilled water makes propane. You can even do hydrogen. Now, the problem with hydrogen is volumetric, very corrosive. It has limited range. Liquid hydrogen, like for rocket ships, is dangerous. But you mix a little hydrogen in with compressed natural gas. It gives your car a little bit of acceleration. If you mix natural gas or propane, it lubricates. That way you can make a hybrid fuel mixture, and that way it helps control for corrosion. Hydrogen fuel is the best way to use natural gas. You just strip the hydrogen molecule from natural gas. Biodiesel fuel. A little story here. I knew about its potential for growing algae in desert at New Mexico State Engineering School. I met later on with Experimente Prudente, a Brazilian chemist who invented biodiesel fuel. He told me something surprising. The biodiesel fuel formula was stamped classified by Ronald Reagan. That's right, classified. They even did a movie about it, George C. Scott, the formula. That's right. They wanted this shut down because it was a threat to the oil industry. Well, we can actually make biodiesel fuel for airplanes, and we could make biodiesel on solar cookers, and then go to the local airport, and then make our airplane fuel, and it's called biojet. So there's a huge potential. I did a demonstration where I actually made biodiesel fuel as part of the Veggie Bus tour, and then we made biodiesel fuel in front of the U.S. Capitol to educate the entire Congress of the potential for making biodiesel fuel from solar cookers. We can do this worldwide. In fact, to demonstrate, I even made solar cooked turkeys as a potential. That's right, solar cooked turkeys are really delicious. But I want to demonstrate that you can make biodiesel fuel on solar cookers. This is a photograph of the very first time we made biodiesel fuel on a solar cooker at the Vashon Outlet. It made 100 gallons a day of biodiesel fuel for a city transit bus. Biodiesel fuel has huge potential, and we can use solar cookers to. And working on a ferry boat system. Get this. Go all the way around Africa using solar energy. We can use solar electric ferry boats for Lagos, Nigeria, solar powered buses, and actually make biojet for hauling people from the coast inland. And then we're going to build a ferry boat system all the way around Africa, all the way from Spain to South Africa. And I'm proposing a hydraulic ram joke. Very efficient. Take biofuels, biogas, and use it for propulsion. More efficient than a diesel engine. And the technology that to create biodiesel fuel is called heliohydroelectric, where we pump seawater inland or salt water, and then we flood it. And what happens is the evaporation creates artificial rainfall, which then increases the amount of plant. Then you use the algae to make biodiesel fuel and biojet. Numerous projects have been proposed. The one in Chile is under construction, and it's been proposed for a depression project. If bioheliohydroelectric was developed worldwide, it would power every airplane on planet Earth. And if we built enough heliohydroelectric sites, it would reverse global warming by taking carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Quartile depression, this is how it works. It hasn't been built, but this is about 1,000 megawatts of electrical power production. We could retrofit solar collectors to resisting coal-burning power plant. The amount of sunlight that falls on a coal strip mine would power a large power plant. A lot of times these coal strip mines are like 100 miles in surface area, so we could build solar collectors on top of the coal strip. And I mean, underneath, I'm telling you how much salt water there is. Underneath Arizona, guess what? There's huge salt water, to the point where the U.S. Navy has nuclear submarines down there exploring underneath Arizona. I mean, the caverns are huge, 50 miles in diameter. I mean, it looks like a cathedral. Arizona is sitting on top of an ocean of salt water. Huge amount. And we can use it to pump water. Solar collectors. So anyway, I just came up with a business plan on this. To manufacture solar, my design. And here's a model. But there are other designs for it too. But one of the things we can do is extract rare metals from salt water, and that's how you pay for the hydroelectric. But ancient people used to build these things by carving them in the cliffs. That's right. Incas used to melt gold ore with solar smelters by carving parabolics in cliffs. And I say you can make so much metals from solar smelters, you could actually change the currency. You can go back to lightning energy. We can run coal fields, oil fields, and make hydrogen and natural gas. Now that's my goal, is to make hydrogen. But lightning energy can convert coal fields to be natural gas, alcohol, and propane, and other gases. Now, one of my inventions is a tornado energy, where I use hot air from solar smelters, and then I blow. Then it goes into a tornado wind chimney, creating an artificial tornado. You put a turbine there. It would create electrical power 24 hours, since you're making solar in the summertime and wind energy in the wintertime. So it provides a stable electrical power supply. And that way we can generate electrical power for electric vehicles much more stable than existing turbines. You can condense water from pyramids, blows in there, and the water actually is extracted from ancient Somalian African. And I like designing business plans. So here's my idea of a business plan. One of the things I want to do is electrify the railroads and integrate flywheels. So what would happen is the business would generate and build equipment so as to electrify and gasify the railroad trains. We could manufacture biofuels to run railroad trains. So the idea here is to create a manufacturing company where people make their own energy. So anyway, here's my idea. I want to form our own solar union. I call it the Solar Union. And then form a Chapter C corporation to mass produce this. I'm a very strong advocate of the 30-hour workday. And what you do is you have a professional shift. They work the 10-hour workday. Executive shift right on top. That way the executives can meet most employees throughout the whole day, throughout the whole. And so that's just Now the thing is, right now we're emphasizing solar electricity too much, nuclear electricity too much, wind. We need to be developing solar energy thermal systems, and Africa is very interested. So you can actually make solar cookers, make solar fuels, transport it to the local airport, and sell it, and then put it in the airplanes. And in other words, the key to converting all the world's fleet to solar energy is manufacturing. And that's the reason why I love my little company that I proposed, called Sunbustion.